first movies I was really interested in, and I don't know if many other people really like, I guess, this series, or I should say, the universe. But I like it a lot. I'm really excited for Batman, the newest Batman. I know a lot of people enjoy Batman, but I know not a lot of people necessarily enjoy DC. For whatever reason, the DC universe, I think, just gets compared to Marvel, obviously, and a lot of people do not think that DC squares up to Marvel. It's a valid point. I like them both. But I'm very excited for Batman to come out, only because, and it's kind of strange, I'm interested to see if Robert Pattinson can do a good job with Batman. Robert Pattinson, you know, like Edward from Twilight, like the classic. You know, I've heard actually a fair amount of people say that he's actually a really good actor. Some movie buffs, or I should say book buffs of like the Twilight series have told me that Robert Pattinson actually played Edward very well. And I think that potentially shows that he's actually a good actor, and maybe even a good pick for Batman. It's definitely not something that I would have initially thought of, like even Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck was the previous Batman to Robert Pattinson. Even when they picked him, I was very surprised, and I wasn't necessarily sure if he was going to be a good Batman. But after I watched him, I really enjoyed Ben Affleck's Batman. I don't know if that's a controversial point or not, but I really enjoyed it. Robert Pattinson's, honestly, could be great. I don't know. I'm interested to see, actually. It might be terrible, but that's Batman. It's definitely a movie I'm excited about. Also in that movie is going to be Zoe Kravitz and Jeffrey Wright, which is Bernard from Westworld, if you guys know who that is. That movie actually comes out March 4th, 2022, so it'll be next year, but not too much longer from now. And my fingers are crossed. Okay, next movie we're going to be talking about is Dune. Dune, D-U-N-E, Dune. Dune is, I think it was originally a book, and then they actually made a movie of it already, but it's kind of older. And they decided to make a new one, I guess. I'm very interested in seeing Dune. It's a unique story, kind of strange, honestly. I remember the movie being weird, and I remember the book being somewhat strange as well. That being said, I did not finish the book. I did watch the previous movie, but I did not finish the entire book. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what a 2021 version of the story will look like. I want to see if they can maybe kind of do things with it that they weren't maybe able to do before, just because of technology. was a different director than last time. I believe the last movie, Dune, I'm not sure when it was made, but it was directed by David Lynch, who's a very sort of wacky director, if you know him. I'm not sure who this one's directed by, but it's going to be featuring, I think it's Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya. Zendaya's going to be in it. That movie comes out October 22nd of 2021. But yeah. Dune always gave me like Ender's Game sort of vibes. I read the books around the same time, so that's probably why. They were both definitely sort of like sci-fi genre. Very good though. I definitely recommend watching Dune at the very least. I think in the new movie, Jason Momoa will also be in it as well, which is kind of cool. I haven't actually seen Jason Momoa in all that much. I think the last time I saw him was in Aquaman. Wasn't bad. Next movie that I'm very excited to watch should be a familiar one. Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm sure some of you have heard some hype around this movie. I'm very excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. Of all of the movies on this list, that movie is definitely the one I'm most excited for. It's gonna have Tom Holland, of course, Zendaya as well. I guess this is a big Zendaya year. I'm pretty sure we think Jamie Foxx is gonna be in it as Electro, and then we confirmed that the actor for Doc Ock is gonna be in it as well. So we get Doc Ock back. That'll be really exciting. And then everybody's hoping that Tobey Maguire and like Andrew Garfield show up as their versions of Spider-Man. Because I think Spider-Man No Way Home is supposed to be introducing like the multiverse to everything. So that should be just really cool if they actually do it. Everyone's thinking they're going to, but who knows? And then obviously I think Doctor Strange is supposed to be in that film as well, and that's going to be coming out at the end of this year, I believe, December 17th, 2021. December 17th, 2021. honestly, I don't know if I don't know if I can pick a favorite Spider-Man right now. I don't know if I can say fully that I have a favorite one. That being said, I think that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the truest to the comics of Spider-Man, if that makes sense. I think Tom Holland plays the role closest to what Spider-Man should actually be. And he's also really funny and a good actor, so that helps too. But yeah, Spider-Man, like just all of them, Far From Home and Homecoming, all of them have been really good. I really have enjoyed all of the Spider-Mans. They've done a great job this time around. It obviously took them a while, but I think they're finally getting the hang of it. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, and for this next one, this is definitely a series that I really enjoy. I'm not sure how popular it is with everyone else, but the new James Bond, No Time to Die. The new James Bond, No Time to Die. That is definitely one I'm gonna be watching when it comes out. This is just like my mom's wallet that I'm tapping on. I thought it made good sounds. But yeah, Daniel Craig, and I believe the name is Rami Malek. I'm butchering the last name, but Rami and Daniel Craig are gonna be in the new James Bond. It looks good. All of them looked good. James Bond definitely gets away with repetition, like very well, if you ask me. They use the exact same formula in almost every single movie. Like truthfully, like there's an enemy that Bond is chasing, or that is chasing Bond, and there's usually a girl involved, and there's usually heartbreak that happens with the girl there somewhere, and then they just sort of rinse, repeat, and it's awesome. I love them. I know, like action movies aren't necessarily like everybody's thing, but honestly, James Bond is a classic, and definitely uses a very traditional formula. Of course, they you know, make it sort of now for the times, like 2021 Bond. So you know, they do things their own way here and there, but for the most part, they stick to a formula, and it works. But yeah, that movie is coming out October 8th, 2021. So we have a lot of good stuff coming out this year, if you ask me. Still, there is some stuff that comes out in 2022. A lot of good stuff comes out in 2022, actually. I want to get some zipper sounds. But it's nice that we're still gonna have some good stuff coming out in 2021. That's pretty crazy. But they're good. They're so good. I mean, you're basically just paying money to watch Keanu Reeves be awesome, which, like, I would do that any day of the week. But yeah, very excited for John Wick 4 to come out. That is going to be coming out again May 27th, 2022. So we have to wait quite a while for that one, but it could be pretty cool. I know for a while, people actually thought that they were potentially going to do a show for John Wick. I don't know if that's still true or not, or if they're just sticking with another movie, but that would be really interesting. Alright, so I've got a couple more to talk about, but they're more just like honorable mentions. I'm definitely still excited to watch them, but they're definitely a little more niche movies. So I thought to just throw them in at the end. First one is we don't have a release date for it at all, but there is going to be a Bob's Burgers movie. So the classic animated show Bob's Burgers is getting its own animated movie, and truthfully, you could have told me that they already had one and I would have believed you, but I guess they didn't. So yeah, Bob's Burgers. That should be really good, actually. I mean, the writing in that show and the voice actors, like, they're all amazing. Like, I love that show. I don't think I'm fully caught up on it, actually. I'm missing a couple episodes of the most recent season, so I'm gonna have to watch those. But yeah, new movie coming out at some point. We have no idea, but that could be really fun. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for more information for that. And last movie, but certainly not least, I'm excited to watch Uncharted. They are actually making a movie for the game Uncharted. Tom Holland, who we were talking about not too long ago, is actually going to be Nathan Drake. He's going to play as Nathan Drake. Once I heard that, I was sort of like, I just, like, you know, was interested, I guess a little curious. It's a very strange casting choice, if you ask me. That's not who I envision as Nathan Drake. But nonetheless, that's who we're gonna get. And Tom Holland is a great actor, so there's still a chance he can do, you know, something awesome with it. But yeah, we'll see. Video game movies, or movie adaptions of video games, like, never work. There's definitely some out there that I like, but that being said, that I think almost all of them have like lost money when they've come out, or people just don't like, or for one reason or another, they just don't work. So we'll see. Uncharted will most likely suffer the same fate, but Tom Holland has me hoping a little bit. I've got my fingers crossed. And Mark Wahlberg is actually going to be in the film too. Mark Wahlberg. Don't know who he's going to play as necessarily, but he's gonna be in it, so that'll be cool. Marky Mark and the Funky Punch. And that movie's gonna be coming out February 18th, 2022. So fair amount of movies coming out next year, but we still got some good stuff coming up. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys like this more rambly style of video, if you want to see more of them, less of them, whatever, let me know. I've definitely got another one planned coming up here at some point soon, so keep an eye out for that. And I hope you guys are asleep right now, or at the very least relaxed. Let me know if there's any movies you guys are looking forward to, or if you guys are interested in seeing some of the same ones that I mentioned. I'd love to hear. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night.